Gentlemen, ladies, Sandom Todd here, and the song sums it up. I've been away for too long. I'm actually sitting down and doing a really real YouTube's video. This is just going to kind of be games I picked up over the past month or two when I haven't actually sat down. Some of them I told you about. I'm just going to show them. I don't remember even what I've told and what I haven't at this point because the shit's just all jumbled in my brain. I shot 1 or 2 car videos talking about games, and then I didn't post them. So I'm just gonna show it all, show the whole wad. Yeah. So how's everybody doing? I'm doing fine. And now this isn't for kids. Believe it. Fucking believe it. Yeah, I got the little warning thing. I don't really know what's going on with this fucking kids bullshit. I guess that YouTube got fined a bunch of money and now they're cracking down on some stuff. If anybody ever thought this shit was for kids, I'd be fucking blown away. I mean, because just my language alone, I mean, thinking back, maybe my first, 10 or 20 videos I did, I tried to watch my language, but it slowly just got worse and worse. And I am who I am, and this is just a lot of times how I talk normally. So, I keeps it real for y'all. And, yeah, I've just never really thought that kids would watch this shit. I mean, I think if anybody's watching, it's around people my age, middle age, freaking 44. Is that middle age? I guess. Or I mean, I don't really know who watches this shit, to be honest. I mean, because I don't keep track of that stuff. I don't monetize my channel because I want to be able to talk the way I talk, put out videos when I want to put them out, and put them out on whatever I want to talk about at the time, and not feel like I'm stuck in some format and that I have to try to please somebody in order to make a little bit of money. It's just not worth it to me. I'd rather just be able to come to you guys, do my vids, and I hope I'm in frame. I don't even freaking know. It kind of looks like it. Just enjoy doing a video, and not have to sit and be like, oh, who's this for? Am I going to get enough views on this? Is it going to get demonetized? I can imagine some of you people that might even do this more as like a income. It's got to be a fucking nightmare. But I just marked all the videos on my channel. My whole channel is not for kids. I clicked that button, went into my settings, went into my advanced, said not for kids on all the videos on my channel. And, I might throw a warning on my videos after the intro. Not on this one. I just don't feel like freaking making it, but covering my own ass, like, this isn't for freaking kids, okay? So get off my ass, and that's about it. So let's roll in here. I don't know, like I said, what I talked about and what I didn't. I kind of got an idea, but I'm not real sure. So playing stuff. I've been trying to play through Devil May Cry 3 on the HD collection because I never beat Devil May Cry 3, never even played 4, and now 5 is out, and I started to play 5, the demo for 5, and it just looked like there was a bunch of story I was missing between 2 and 5, and since it's not based off the reboot, I was like, maybe I should go back and play this. So I'm horrible about it, though, but I'm really trying to leg this one out. I think I'm 12 or 13 missions in on it, and I don't know how many there are, but I think I got to be in the last third of the game at this point, so hopefully, and then we'll go from there. But to start off, I picked up a couple of 360 games, no big surprises. I picked up this game. It's an only for Xbox because I was watching this guy's channel called Fantavision, and he kind of just sits down and bullshits with his friends and stuff. It reminds me a lot of when I used to, you know, hang out with my friends and bullshit about things and old jobs we had or work, reminisce and shit like that. And, you know, he also talks about games and things and different things like that, but he used to work at a GameStop. Well, with all this GameStop bullshit that's been on YouTube lately about, oh, you know, whether or not they're going to shut down or their business practices or how horrible it is to work there or whatever in the hell, I just, I kind of clicked on his because I was watching this other guy named Camelot something. I don't remember. He's got some numbers or something after his name, but he used to work there, and evidently he's got like people coming after him, like gonna sue him and shit, that used to work there and stuff for slander or something. And I don't know, but anyway, he's released some information that people have evidently said wasn't true in the company, and then it came true, and I don't know. The whole thing sounds like a nightmare. I don't know how much longer they'll be around, to be honest, which sucks because they're one of the few game store outlet stores you can kind of go to. The other one around here is Vintage Stock, and they charge out the ass. They charge way more than GameStop for used games and retro stuff. So, well, and GameStop doesn't even really sell retro stuff. So what are you gonna do? But he recommended this game, long story short, and I think I paid $5 for it at Resell Electronics. My cousin Joe recently moved in with me for a little while. He's going to be my roommate, so he's gone at the moment. But he played through this and actually enjoyed it. I didn't get started in it yet. Too many irons in the fire, you know, that kind of deal. But I paid $5 for it, and it's this game called Crackdown. I don't know if any of y'all played Crackdown. He said it was pretty cool. You're kind of like a cop, but you have some abilities. You're kind of like, not superpowers, but, you know, kind of like, you know, some enhanced, you know, kind of deal. It's missing the book, but it was $5. It was either Resell or a GameStop pickup. Something makes me think I might have got it at GameStop, thinking back on it now. So that's one 360 game. The second one I picked up, I had the first one, and then my cousin Joe actually wanted the second one, and I picked it up, and then I decided to keep it for myself. So, anyway, the game is Left 4 Dead 2, and I've never really played the Left 4 Dead series, but I had the first one, and this one was $12.99, and I went up to the counter. It doesn't have an instruction book. Went up to the counter, and the guy's like, you know, starts, it's GameStop. This one was at GameStop. It was $12.99. And I go up to the counter, and he starts trying to ring it up, and he's like, well, you know, we actually marked this wrong. It's marked at the price of the first one. And I'm like, oh, yeah? You know, what are you fucking saying, you know? And he's like, but I'll give it to you for this price. And I'm like, well, you put the sticker on it. You should. You know, so he digs in there and he pulls something out with like a fucking generic case on it once again, and I go, can I have the actual case, you know? And he's like, yeah, sure. It's like, why do I gotta ask? Don't you think people want the original case? I mean, I don't know. And it's stupid because it's a Platinum Hits disc once again, and it's in the regular case. So what are you gonna do? So Left 4 Dead 2, I don't know if it's better or worse or whatever than the first one, because I never really played the first one. But I kind of picked it up for my cousin and just decided we'll just hold on to it. And let's see, now we're into the PlayStation territory. And I know I talked about this one. I haven't played it, but I know I talked about picking it up in a car video. So I figured I'd just go ahead and show it. And that is this game, Metro Last Light. I guess you're like, has something to do with like Russia, or you're in Russia. I don't remember what. Fight with every last bullet, last breath, brutal arsenal, band of weaponry. Metro is inspired by an internationally best-selling novel, Metro 2033. Yeah, you're in the toxic ruins of Moscow. So, I picked this up. I don't remember. I told you how much it cost at the time and where I got it, but I'm drawing a blank now. I probably got it at Resale Electronics or the pawn shop. But I'm thinking resale, and it is complete. And it actually looked pretty cool, but, you know, once again, too many games. Why do you keep buying them, Adam? I don't frickin' know. So, other than that, I've been real busy at work. A lot of rush orders, a lot of shit going into Thanksgiving next week, and that kind of crap. It's just been really busy, so I've been working. I worked like overtime like 2 or 3 times last week, and it's been a lot going on at work. So I haven't really played a lot, other than I was playing Dead or Alive 5 on my PS3 and trying to play some of the Devil May Cry. And then when I just felt like just beating the shit out of something, I just played some Dead or Alive 5. I am not good. I don't like use a lot of the combos or the grapple moves, or know how to do the you know, different special moves and stuff. I don't really look at it too much. I just usually put it on easy or normal at the hardest and go at it, you know, and play the arcade mode and just beat some people and try to unlock costumes for people and that shit. I don't really know. I feel like I'm framed horribly in this video. I hope it's not too bad, cutting me off like here or whatever. I don't know. But let's see let me try to get these organized. I don't think there's any way to really organize this shit, because I don't remember when I picked up what. But I told you I had bought that Murdered Soul Suspect on the PS4. Played it for a while. It was cheap as shit, because it was around Halloween, and they were like, it was supposed to be a spooky, you know, because you're a ghost, I guess, spirit trying to figure out who killed you or whatever. And I looked up some reviews on it, and then people were like, you know, and I told you, the guys repeat themselves all the time. They're like, hey, I really could go for a corn dog, you know, and then you go down the street and the same dude, different dude says the same thing. But they said a lot of the, like, looking for clues and things, how you do in the Murdered Soul Suspect was a lot like this game. And I was at Resale and saw it for, I think it was $4. You see, they had 2 copies of it. One of them's $5, one of them's $4. And they're both, well, actually the $4 one had the instruction book, but the $5 one's disc was in better shape, so I just pulled the disc out and swapped it into the other case. And, you know, it wasn't like unplayable, like bad, but it was definitely had more scuffs and stuff on it. So I went ahead and picked this up, and that is the game. There's still freaking Scotch tape on this from where they had their things taped on there. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to pick it off and waste your time and mine at the moment, as I'm picking it off and wasting your time and mine at the moment. And that would be the game L.A. Noire. Now, I don't know how many of y'all have, how many of you all have played L.A. Noire and what you think of it. It seemed to have gotten decent reviews when it came out. But like I said, I bought it because it was cheap, and I didn't have it, and it sounded like it would be something I would give a shot. It's a Rockstar game, and you know, they're known for what, Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption and shit. So you know, we'll see where it goes, but it was complete. Did I just open it and not show you? I don't know if I did. I may have just done that. And I'll try to frame the shit a little better. Okay. L.A. Noire, $4. And then, it's funny because my cousin Joe was here, and he had his son over, and they were playing some 2-player games and stuff, and they were looking at my games, and they were digging through them, and they're like, wow, you have this and this. And I was like, okay, I didn't know. Yeah, cool. And so, but I didn't have the original in the series. And it's funny because if they wouldn't have, if his son Aiden wouldn't have said you don't, you know, you have this game and this game. It wouldn't have even clicked in my brain to pick up this. But since they did, and they were like, well, you have this one and this one, and when I was out and I saw this one, I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and pick it up. The case is freaking... I've never seen the plastic like this. It's almost brittle. I don't know why, but like the part of the case where it holds the cover art in is like friggin' chipping off. But it's like an earlier release. I can tell by the artwork on the case. But it is a PS3 game, Army of Two. Now, evidently, I have the other two, the 40 Days and the I don't remember what they're called, but I had the other two, but I didn't have the original one. And you can tell it's one of the older releases because it has a little red 3. I'm sure most of you know that. You're like, duh, fuck, Adam. How dumb do you think we are? But, yeah, the older releases have the little red 3, and then later on they changed it. So, like I said, this one could probably stand for a new case, but I don't have any extras at the moment. But it is complete. I think it was like $3, $3 or $4 at the most. The instruction book is complete. I don't think I need to pop the discs out and show you that they're clean. I mean, you're really not gonna be able to see much anyway. But yeah, I don't even know if I stuck it in the machine. Or do I know if I ever stuck the other two in the machine? Usually I do stick them in the machine just to confirm that they start up. And let's see here. I think I bought this one at the same time I bought that one. And that would be a game series that I really liked when I first played it on the PS1, and then on the PS2 I bought the second one and I played through it. But then after that, I just really, when I got to the third game, it just seemed like a grind and a lot of cinema, and I just didn't feel like screwing with it. And I kind of gave up on the series. But when I got the PS3, my cousin really hyped the fourth one to me, so I bought it. Never really played it. And then I bought the fifth one, and then this one is like the fifth one. I don't really understand because they both say blank 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 5, but they have different names. And it's funny because this one's actually missing the directions and has the directions in it for the other one. Well, not even directions. It's just got like an insert. But that would be the game Metal Gear Solid 5. Ground... Throw it, why don't you? God damn it. Ground Zeroes. Tactical Espionage Operations. And the other one, evidently, is called Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. So, I don't know what the difference between the two is, but I knew I had Phantom Pain and I didn't have this one. And this one is missing the directions, and actually the disc it was a rental or something, because it's got one of those stickers around the hole, and I tried to get it off, and I'm about halfway done kind of getting it off of there, but I got tired of messing with it, and just kind of put it on the shelf. Few bucks, you know, $5 at the most, probably. For these old PS titles, I usually don't pay over about $8 or so. There's one that I really want, either for the 360 or the PS3, and I haven't been able to find it out in the wild. And on the internet, it seems like it's running a little more money, but that is the game Nier. And so I bookmarked it, but I haven't picked it up or anything. And I keep hoping I'll find it out in the wild, like at a GameStop or something, but I haven't. So yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. If you all have played any of these, if you've played Army of Two, L.A. Noire, if you played Metal Gear Solid 5, Ground Zeroes, let me know. Crackdown, any of them. If you enjoyed them, if you think that I should really give it more of a shot, let me know. Because right now, I'm really just, I really don't know half the time where to begin, because I'm just in the middle of so many things, or skip from one thing to the next. Never finish hardly anything. But speaking of the series I've been playing at the moment, I picked this up because I had it on the 360, and I actually started it up and started looking at it, and I'm like, I really need to finish the third one first. So you probably know what I'm talking about. But when I was at Resell on a different day than that, they had this for $5, and this was another one of those cases where, literally the cases where they had one price on one of them and one on the other one, and the instructions and the game disc in the more expensive one were in better shape than the ones in the less expensive one, so I just pulled them out and then swapped them into the other case so I could get the game for, you know, $1 or $2 cheaper. You know, why are you gonna have two different prices? I probably could just go up to the counter and say, why is this two different prices? But, you know, screw it. And anyway, the game I went ahead and picked up for the PS3 because I have the HD collection on the PS3, and that would be Devil May Cry 4. And it also has the red number. I'm guessing it was kind of an earlier release on the PS3. And the instructions in the game. And this one, actually, the disc was really gnarly on the other one. It was pretty not messed up. It would have played, but it was really scratched up. And this one is almost flawless looking. And so I went ahead and picked it up. All right, that was the PS3s. And honestly, I don't know, based on what I have left here, what I've talked about and what I haven't. I'm pretty sure I talked about the two I'll show first. And, well, I know I talked about this one, so I'll just go ahead and show it. PS4, I got this one new and sealed at the pawn shop for $10. And 9 or 10, I think it was 10 though. You all would know better than me after watching the videos, or I should know, golly. But it's because I just buy so many things, I just roll from one to the next. Certain ones I know I paid more for because I paid more for them. But this one I think was 10. It may have been 9. But it was brand new. And that is South Park's Fractured Butthole. Or Fractured Butthole. Whatever you want to call it. And it's pretty fun. They did change the fighting style from the original game, but it had a download code in it for Stick of Truth, and I downloaded it and went ahead and played through Stick of Truth. And that's what happened. I actually beat Stick of Truth, and then I rolled right into this, and I started, but it was just too similar. And I was ready to play something else, so I kind of shelved this one for the moment. But it's fun. It's a lot like the other game. It's just a different... You're superheroes in this as opposed to, you know, fighting back in ye olden days. And then this one I know I talked about, and this one actually seems like something that I will dig when I get into it, but the reason why I haven't is because of what I spoke about a minute ago. I've been looking for the first game on the PS3 or the 360 because I wanted to play the first game first, but I'm not sure it really fucking matters. And that would be the game Nier Automata. I always say it real fast. Automata. But, I played the first mission and stuff and got through the first part of it. It is an amazing game, I think, from what I played of it. And I will definitely pick this back up in the near future. But I did kind of put it to the side because I wanted to get the first one. Not even sure that you need to play it, but, you know, whatever. So, I paid 22 something for this at GameStop, but last time I had priced it, it was like 35, so when I saw it for 22, I was like, alright, you know, glory to mankind, you know. They say that. I think all these androids are like, I don't know. I don't even know where the real people are. But it definitely is a good game, and I would definitely recommend it if you like it kind of plays like Devil May Cry. You got a sword, you got guns, you've got, you know, kind of a mech aerial kind of vehicle that you know, play and do like Ikaruga style shit. So it's actually a mix of a few different things, which is really kind of cool. And then, actually, when I bought that Devil May Cry 4, I picked this up. They had a box at Resell Electronics on the counter that said all the games were 25% off in this box. Most of them were sports titles or just... They had about 5 copies of this, but this one was still factory sealed. I'm not usually into this type of game. Matter of fact, I don't really know that much about this type of game, but I went in and picked it up. It's a mech game, and I picked it up because it was $6, and then they had it marked for 25% off, so it was $4.50, and it was still sealed. So I picked it up, and that is Titanfall 2. So Titanfall 2... we are getting close on time here. So yeah, Titanfall 2. And it was, like I said, complete, and it was $4.50, and it was still sealed. And then last night, or yesterday, I decided to go out again when I shouldn't have. I didn't need to, and I went to GameStop, was looking around. Priced a couple of games. One of them I wanted was still like $32, $33. And then I saw this one was brand new for $20, and I'd been playing the 5th one on the PS3. So I went and bought it, and I don't know why, but because I've been playing the other one. But I bought this, had to update it to like a 12 gig update or something, 14 gigs, something like that. And then, because it seemed like it wouldn't even start. It kept saying, oh, well, you need to do an installation or whatever. So I ended up having to lug my PlayStation somewhere where I could hook it up to the internet, because I don't have a fucking internet at home. And hooked it up, and that would be Dead or Alive 6. And it's not the Core Fighters one, it's the regular one. And I noticed that there's 5 characters on here that are locked, and you gotta buy them. And I priced them, and they're like, to buy the 5 characters is like $30. I'm like, come on, man. So anyway, other than that, they were having a sale, like a Black Friday sale. And the game that I priced for $32, they had for $20. And so I went ahead and bought it, download, instead of buying the actual game, and that was the remake of Resident Evil 2. Actually, the deluxe version was like $23, and it came with like 4 or 5 costumes and a couple of different weapons and a different soundtrack type thing. And so it was 23 something, and it was still going for 32 used to buy the disc. So I was like, screw it, I'll just buy this. So anyway, I'm trying to keep this right. We're getting right to the end here. This might be the final countdown from the way it looks. So I'm going to sign off, folks. Thanks for coming by, looking at the vid, checking out those games. If you like any of them or played any of them, let me know. I suck at DOA and stuff like that, but I love playing it. And you get the boob jiggle, so, you know, that's always fun. And we're going to sign off. Have a happy Thanksgiving to the people in the U.S. on that Thursday. Have a happy Thursday to all you people that aren't in the U.S. And we'll try to keep some content up that's not too unrelated to video games. So thanks for coming by, folks.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you were here?